A big Merry Christmas from Starships and Steel. Cold one out there, so stay tuned for winter terrain. And we're back. It's been a busy Christmas. I've got some stuff done that I want to share with you guys today. I want to wish you all a very Merry Christmas. And of course, I want to thank everyone who subscribed to the channel. We hit 500 subscribers today, so not a huge number, but a lot for me. Before we start, this is Starships and Steel. We drink beer and other forms of alcohol. This is a Phillips brew. It is called the Odyssey Nitro Porter. Welcome aboard the Odyssey, our nitrogen-powered porter transport vessel, known for riding cascading clouds of tiny bubbles through turbulence into a creamy foam landing. It delivers the rich and full-flavored voyage you've been looking for. This is the second can of this I've tried. I was pleasantly surprised when I opened it, and I'll show you why in a second. It says, fun fact, filling this can with helium, when empty, may turn it into a Zeppelin. Results may vary. But why is it called nitrogen porter? Well, when I opened it, I discovered, you hear that? Making a mess because widget. This is widget powered. Get that port in there. See a nice cascade going on. Pretty cool. Nice dark color. Nice porter color. Nice fine foam. You see that? That fine foam comes from nitrogen. Same thing that Guinness uses. Looks like the same kind of widget that there's another company in Canada that's making these. The one that the Black Magic recommended, which was alright, but not as good as I wanted it to be. It uses a widget as well. I'm happy to see more beers using widgets. I think it's a good way to go. It's pretty tasty. It's not my favorite porter, but not bad. I'm going to give it 3.5 skulls of my enemies. Here is cold. Cold, cold, cold. It's like minus 30 outside this morning or some stupid thing like that. And that's Celsius. But we're getting close to where minus Celsius and minus Fahrenheit are the same temperature, which is minus 40, which is just goddamn cold. However, it put me in the mood to run a Christmas campaign that involved the snow. So I sent my party up north into Hyperborea, and I had a little adventure for them up there. In order to do that, I wanted to have some ice terrain. So this episode is going to be about building some ice terrain. And that's all I have to say. So let's go over there and get building. So we're going to start this build with some inspirational pictures. These are, of course, blocks of ice. So this is the kind of idea we're going to go for in today's build. If you live in a warm climate, this should help you get in the mood. Alright, after looking at that, we're going to start with our XPS, and we're just going to cut a weird shape, flip over the XPS and cut it over on the other side. And then we're going to do that to the flat sides as well, so that they're nice and look like blocks of ice, kind of, like we just saw. And then we're going to take off those corners as well, so they're not square blocks. Like that. And then we're just going to trim around the base so that it's not square. That's kind of the idea we're looking for here. It's a pretty good idea. You can do these however you want. So now we're just going to trace a little bit of chipboard as the base. Just trace around it a little bit. Don't want it too big. Just wanted to give it a bit of flatness on the bottom so it stands up better. So cut that out with your razor knife or a pair of scissors. I actually did this with a pair of scissors in the end. I decided the razor knife was too much of a pain in the ass. So I use scissors. So whatever works best for you. See how much of a pain in the ass it is with those knives. So there we get it on there like that. So we're just going to take the hot glue and we're going to glue it down. Makes sense. And this part is kind of optional, but I just took the hot glue and I used it to fill out the base as well as pull up little icicles. just to give it a little bit more texture at the base. You look at some pictures of ice, they're quite often not solid, but made out of little rivules of water that's frozen. So I thought I would try that as well. When I did it initially, I did it with a fair bit of space between them, but I decided that didn't look very good. So I actually ended up going back over them, like I'm doing here, and filling in the cracks in between. So, and that's what it looks like in the end. So it looks pretty cool. And then I hit it with some sky blue. It's just basic acrylic craft paint. And I dry brushed that with some white, which gave it some nice color here. Then I hit it with gloss medium and varnish, which give it a little bit of shine. And then I mixed up some white glue, white paint, and baking soda, just so until it looked kind of like snow. And then I glued it on. And that gave us our final look on these to get a little bit of snow on them. And this is how it looked in the end. I was pretty happy with how they turned out. The players all loved them, thought they were pretty cool. Here are some Yetis kicking the ass of the PCs. So if you like this video, please click the like. If you want to see more content from Starships and Steel, please do not forget to subscribe. And I will catch you all in the new year. Have a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.